Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your September 2025 reading. Can't believe we're here already. Wow. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sidereal, cross-watching. Specifically, Sidereal. I'm returning to linking the title of the video to Sidereal because, you know, it works. So, welcome, Taurus viewers. Thank you so much for clicking. Let's see, if you like the video, or if you like the reading, there's more information in the description box below the video. So, let's see, Taurus viewers, September 2025. What is happening? What? Okay. Wow. Judgment. Four Swords. Page of Wands. Queen of Intuition. The High Priestess. Interesting. Okay. Wow, big doings. A lot to think about this month. There's Four of Swords and Eight of Swords. So it's like things just keep compounding as September moves on. This is interesting. One more card. Oh gosh. We got two. Okay. So Judgment here at the top. We're being asked to really consider something, reconsider something. Consider, reconsider, and consider it again. Even though there's red flags. This flag is very red, and your spirit team's trying to say, wake up, wake up. Someone's trying to get your attention about this situation. They want a second chance. They want you to reconsider something. What's interesting here is we have two very specific cards right next to this about non-communication, not communicating. Four of Swords and the Page of Wands in reverse. Four of Swords is full like, I'm cutting you off while I really think about what's up here. And the Page of Wands in reverse is like, yeah, no news is good news. I'm not reaching out. No one's reaching out back to you. What's interesting here is that we have this figure in the stained glass that's really standing out to me with the orange cape. And it's like, well, who else has an orange cape here? It's the Page of Wands. So it's like there's this feeling of a standoff, like you're not talking, they're not talking. Interesting. So you're going to communicate with each other via the psychic airwaves, I guess, with the High Priestess, Taurus. This is also something about this new moon that we just had, the black moon, as it comes into waning, into the bigger, fuller moon that we're going to have an eclipse on the 7th of this month. There's something here that the moon, between the new moon and this eclipse on the 7th, that you're going to get a deep intuitive hit on regarding this communication standoff. Not only no, but heck no, we're not talking to each other. And it's like it's so weird. It's like the angels, it's almost like you're supposed to, like to resolve something, like there's something in your soul contract. So there's something here with the moon's energy that is going to give you intuition about this situation. With the Eight of Swords, after that here, for the second half of this month, this September, it's like there's more to think about and there's more reasons to be stuck. Like, well, I didn't know the repercussions of that. Don't worry about it, though, because it's going to catapult you up into the next thing in your life. A whole new world, a whole new place to go. A triumphant ending of one thing and an exciting beginning to another thing. It's like having 3 volumes of an epic story in 3 different books, and you're getting ready to close the book on the middle volume, and you're opening the book on the 3rd volume. So there's something really big here coming in, and with the 21 card, I feel like it's around the 20 week of September, like the 20th through the 27th or something like that. This is incredible. Oh, so we have Queen of Cups here. This could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person's got some secrets. Notice the lid on the cup. Like, they may feel or think a certain way about a thing, but they're not going to tell you. They're keeping their emotions pretty close. They're not going to be spilling the tea, as it were. But they're solid. They're a good person. They're not easily shaken. They're somebody that's a confident. Obviously, you can tell them things, and they're just not. The vault's not opening at inconvenient times, so to speak, right? They're not spilling secrets with people. But we do have this Five of Swords energy with the Eight of Wands. So there's something about insistent communication and somebody being very unpleasant to communicate with, or the person finally is starting to communicate with you, like this breach, like this blockage of cutting off, not communicating is finally opened. And it's like somebody's not interested in continuing the conversation here, and they'd just really rather you move along, or vice versa. They keep calling you, they keep wanting to talk to you, and you're just like, move along. I don't really have anything to discuss, or, you know, I need to think about my swords here. I'm still dealing with these 8 swords. I got rid of 3 of them. Now I got 5, but still, I just don't need all this. Please step away. So there's something here about still, even though the communication's open, it's just like you're not ready to have like a lot of conversations or a lot of talking. Okay, somebody in the comments, tell me what's going on. Is this person a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio? Is this somebody else that's kind of part of this whole dynamic? You know, these two cards are very similar. We do have a lot of water sign vibe with the High Priestess, like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It seems to me there's just something about a Pisces or a Scorpio person that's kind of making things unpleasant. There's something they're not telling you. Oh, look. This is a good sign. Something's going to open up, and you're going to realize it's time to move on to the next era in my life, right? Okay. I'm going to get my daily tarot deck here with the Mystic Fairy Tarot and just ask for a few cards here for Taurus viewers, September 2025. Taurus viewers, September 2025. Oh, gosh. Oh, wow, okay. This is all Major Arcana, except for the very... well, you got a couple here. Here you are, Taurus. Okay. Let me get this stuff in the camera. So we have the Hangman. Again, there's some part of the month where you're going to be hung up or stuck on something, and we definitely had that with that Eight of Swords energy in the reading. So there's a lot of things to be... And again, we have the Hermit in reverse, so there is something about the ice breaking on this détente of non-communication. Eventually, there's going to be an intuitive hit, and people are going to reach out and go, yeah, maybe we should discuss, and they're going to come off their individual mountains of not talking, and finally starting to talk and share some things. King of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus, though, right? This is... something about this is not going to sit well with you. Something's not going to be the way you think it is. There could be a situation where they're asking for money, right? Because it is a Pentacles card. Well, here's what's interesting. The Chariot in reverse, well, so you don't need to move forward on that. There's no going forward with this. Five of Wands reversed. So there's something about competing or having to compete, or maybe you were in competition with this person, but that's not a thing now. Like, yeah, I used to go hard. Like, we used to compete for the same work, you know, the same people to date, the same car to drive. That, you know, it was always one up, one up, one up. And one of us would win and move on to the next level. And now it's just like, that stuff's not important. I don't care. I don't have to compete with this person. I don't even need to move into that kind of line of thinking or anything. I know my worth. And boy, is it incredible. Like, I don't have to deal with people that are secretive. At least they're cool to me. But it's like, look, I'm just going to run you off if you get too obnoxious or overbearing. And if it gets to that point, I'm just moving on. I don't know what this is. This is so interesting. Somebody leave me a comment, because this is kind of getting a clear message for somebody here. Okay, let's get some side cards. Yeah, it looks like they want to ask you for money when it comes right down to it, or something like that, and you're just like, no, not happening. Okay, or it's somebody that you've worked with in the past, or it has to do with, like, if you own your own business and it's somebody that's in a similar business. There's something about they want to reconcile or do something with you, and you're just like, oh, no. Look, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. There is something here. This person may be a father, or it may be related. This may be like a family relation, like a cousin or a sibling or something like that, where you kind of the apple fell from the tree, or it's somebody that you know that is a dad or works with their family or something like that, and they have all this stuff. And this is how they work because their dad taught them this. Or you know, if it's a family member, it's like you both kind of work the same because you kind of had the same upbringing, you know, whether it's a sibling or a cousin or something like that. You had questions, you know, it's possible you may be talking with this person and things might get very communicative, but somebody's going to have real hard and fast boundaries on that. You're not talking here in September, but by the end of the month, it's like going to be like, hey, we need to just throttle back here. And the inquirer is you, the person here watching the video that has questions that you're watching a tarot card video on, right? The answer is no. So I feel like you're going to have some pretty strong opinions and boundaries with this person if they want to come back and start to work something with you. And I feel like the answer here is no. Even if you start talking again. Even if someone's like, hi, how are ya? It's been a long time. I think you should possibly go back to... I mean, somebody really wants this reconnection. They like want to dig something up. Use your intuition. Obviously, your intuition led you to push play on this video, Taurus people. And if that is the case, your answer is no. You, the inquirer, something about work, somebody about working with this person, and you had questions, the answer is no. And your intuition to push play on this video, this is your answer. Heed it or not. Free will, you know. Okay, let's get an outdoor oracle. Taurus people, just going to get one card here. Taurus outdoor oracle, please. One card for Taurus viewers. Yeah, okay. Road trip oracle. One card, please. Higher love oracle. Yikes. Okay. This is kind of more on the story here. The outdoor oracle here has fire. Remove the old to make room for the new, heat, chemistry, and flashpoint. So there's something about this person that wants to reconnect that you had real chemistry and excitement with, and so much so that there were sometimes arguments and flashpoints. Okay, this message is saying, you know, maybe it's just time to get rid of the old. Small town, limited choices. So maybe they're reaching out to you. You know, this whoever's doing the reaching. There's limited choices here, and somebody really wants to pick up again. But the red flag, and with the following cards about the whatever this détente of non-speaking isn't real positive in my mind, in my view. Okay. Your intuition is saying it's probably best to just let bygones be bygones, remove the old to get ready for the new, right? Because it feels like this was like a lot of thinking for nothing when you're ready to move into this new thing. You are bound by limited choices. Bound and limited choices. It's almost like you two are thrown together. Or, you know, obviously, if you're in a family situation and, you know, if it's a family business work situation and you're thrown together because of that commitment, you're bound to it. You can't walk away from it. And so your choices of how to handle this situation, how to handle this person is kind of limited. But I'm telling you, by the end of the month, I'm seeing everyone's got good boundaries. Some people will like ideas. Some people will walk away. Some people will just let you go. Oh, you know, they see where they've pushed you too far, and you know, you just stand up for yourself and say no, and they walk away. But there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of communication. Okay, why do these messages? This is so strange how the cards kind of come up with the same story and kind of deeper insight every deck I pick up. It's just very, very, very interesting. Okay, I want to get an Egyptian Gods Oracle. Egyptian Gods Oracle card. Fruitfulness. Okay. So you're doing well on your own. You're making hay while the sun shines. You're doing good. I feel like that's probably why they want to reach out. Like, they see you doing well. And they're like, hey, remember when? Just realize that part of you doing well and making money and everything has to do with this great intuitive sense that you get, or whatever energies or information you subconsciously pick up on interacting with people out in the world, and it's served you well. You've made business decisions that have been positive. You've seen patterns if you're into pattern recognition, and made moves based on what you're seeing, and it's turned out well for you. You made choices that turned out well, and you know, you're getting ready to step into like the next level of something here, you know, the last couple of weeks of September, which is going to manifest in a very positive way for you. But I feel like a lot of people are going to be reaching out, and you're just going to have to say no. These are my boundaries. So yeah, just be aware that like this King of Pentacles in the reverse in this second reading, like people see that, and you know, I feel like people want to tap into your finances, your income, whatever you've got that, you know, is money, financially and materially, a good thing. Fruitfulness. Just, you know, use your judgment. But I feel like you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Let's pull some charms and close reading. Taurus. September 2025. It's a whole new world of money making. Planet Pin, we've got a whole new world and a lot of recognition and a lot of high-fiving coming on. There's the World card. It's double confirmation. And a lot of money's coming your way. It's going to start small, and then it's going to just keep coming and get bigger and bigger and bigger by the end of the month. So yeah, people want to reach out to you. just remember that your guardian angels are there for a reason. Ask for protection, ask for help. They're trying to let you know there's a little bit of a strings attached situation with this. And that by the end of the month, you'll be in a position to where you can really defend yourself, your boundaries, your ideals, and like how much you really want to communicate with somebody. And, yeah. All right, that is your, I mean, I really, all the cards seem to work together here to tell a story. Please let me know in the comments if this is your story. If you like the reading, please check the description below the video. Also, hit the thumbs up if you're still here, because if you're still here, I hope the message resonated with you, and that's really helpful to me, and it's free. So thank you so much, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you.